I am the very definition of a hot mess. It is so hot. I've been out working in the garden. I'm wearing my favorite t-shirt that's getting really ratty. I've been pulling weeds. We're in the middle of a heat wave. We're not in the middle of a heat wave. That was a lie. We're at the beginning of a heat wave. We're having a heat wave. A tropical heat wave. It's bad enough that I can't carry a tune, but I don't think I actually even know the tune of that song. Anyway, peach cobbler is what I've been thinking about. Peach cobbler. Peach cobbler. I want peach cobbler. I was up in the middle of the night watching YouTube videos, and those old hippie homesteaders made peach cobbler in their solar, I was going to say cooker, oven. We're having a heat wave. I know, I'm like heat stroke. Okay, they made peach cobbler. It looked so good. And I've been thinking about peach cobbler and peach pie a lot lately, wanting to make those items. And so the hippie homesteaders inspired me, except I don't have a solar oven to cook outside. And see, that's the problem when you have a heat wave. You don't want to turn the oven on, because it is amazing how much it heats up the house. You really don't realize it until you cook in the summer with the oven on, and then you realize it. Then you realize it. So I don't want to turn the oven on. So, okay, here we go. We're going to cook in the crock pot. I know you've all baked in the crock pot before, but I never have. I've just never done it. I've never made a dessert in the crock pot because I was skeptical, and I thought, how can that possibly work? But today we're going to find out. And I don't have peaches, so we're making blueberry cobbler because I have a ton of blueberries in the freezer. So my dreams of peach pie have to wait for the moment because it's going to be blueberry cobbler in the crock pot. That's what it's going to be. Now, the way they did the peach cobbler in the solar oven, they did that 3-ingredient type peach cobbler where you have the fruit, or any cobbler. You have the fruit in the bottom of the pan, and then you just pour on dry powdered cake mix, either yellow cake or white cake, and then you pour on melted butter, and off you go baking it. Okay, so besides the fact that I don't have peaches, I also don't have any cake mix. So what I do have is pancake mix. So I'm going to try, I'm all about substitutions, you know? I'm going to try it with pancake mix and maybe add a little bit of sugar because I guess a cake mix would be sweeter than a pancake mix. And then what? Then, we're very low on butter right now. Frugal Daddy went to Walmart the other night, in the middle of the night, and he said they were out of butter. How is Walmart, the evil giant that it is, out of butter? Anyway, we're using margarine. Sorry to everybody who thinks margarine is one little tiny step away from being plastic. It's what I'm using because I'm low on butter and I'm saving it for the kids. Even though the cobbler's for them. But you know what I'm saying, because they might want butter on their toast and, well, butter on their toast. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Instead of peach pie in the oven, instead of peach cobbler in the solar cooker, we are doing blueberry cobbler with pancake mix on top and margarine in the crock pot. Did I mention it's really hot? So my understanding with the crock pot is that when you have it on high, that's like baking at 350, and if you have it on low, that's 250. So clearly we're going to put it on high. This is actually the maiden voyage for this crock pot because this was found curbside shopping. All right, there we go. Here's where the magic's going to take place. Pour in some blueberries and some more blueberries. Little blueberries mixed with big blueberries. For some reason, Waltzing Matilda just popped into my head. Why? Why? Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he sat and waited while his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You knew if it popped into my head, I had to sing it. Okay, so we have our ingredients in the crock pot. That was a really loud clap, wasn't it? Boom, yes. Oh, yes. Love it. Yes. Anywho, so I don't know how long it needs to cook. Yes, yes, yes. And it is heating up on the outside. So apparently the crock pot does work. Did I mention this is all dumpster food? Yeah. Dumpster blueberries, dumpster margarine, dumpster pancake mix, and like I said, the free with curbside shopping crock pot, which I hope doesn't get stained purple. Maybe I should have done this in the black crock pot, not the white crock pot. Here it is after 3 hours, and it doesn't really look completely done to me. I've been out weeding the garden and staking tomato plants this whole time. How long is this supposed to take, y'all? And it has been covered to keep the heat in. Here we go. I think this looks finished now. It's been just under 5 hours. So I took the lid off so that the moisture from the steam wouldn't drip back down into it. And I turned it off so it would cool down a little bit. And when the girls are finished with supper, hopefully they will enjoy this. Well, I know they'll enjoy the Cool Whip. It's all about the Cool Whip for them. But hopefully they'll like the blueberry cobbler as well. Okay, let's serve some up. And, ooh, when I figure out where our Frugal Daddy is, he can be the taste tester. Interesting. It is like, it's kind of like blueberry soup in there. This might be good over some vanilla ice cream because it's definitely very juicy. It's definitely very juicy. Very juicy. This has the potential of being extremely messy. Why is it so juicy? Okay, people, look what I've made in the crock pot. This really amazing, hot, blueberry, cobbler-esque ice cream topping. Have you ever had blueberry cobbler before?
No.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you haven't. I don't know what you're doing all the time.
It's got a good taste to it.
A good taste. That would be improved by a giant pint-sized dollop of vanilla ice cream right in the middle, perhaps?
Yes.
Thank you for your participation. Well, there you go. A super fabulous new topping for ice cream. Well, one thing I can say is it definitely didn't heat up the kitchen, having the crock pot on for 5 hours. So that's a plus. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.